It feels like a lifetime ago when I was just a farmer, working the land and dreaming of something more. Life was simple, yet there was something missing. A life beyond this fields. A life anyone could dream of. I discovered that my strength lay not just in the ground beneath my feet, but in the connections I made with the people around me. It was through these small acts of compassion that I began to understand the power of unity, of lifting each other up. In the face of adversity, I found the courage to fight, to protect the ones I loved, and to defend the values I believed in. With every victory, my determination grew stronger. I realized that my destiny was not in the fields, but in the very heart of Skyrim. I vowed to be their voice, their champion. I would lead with integrity, wisdom, and compassion. Together, we worked tirelessly to restore hope, to rebuild what was broken, and to pave the way to a brighter future. Now, as the High King of Skyrim, I look back at my journey with awe and gratitude. From a humble farmer to the High King, my transformation serves as a reminder that greatness can emerge from the unlikeliest of places. My name is Thronyr Ulfengar, the true High King of Skyrim, and this is my legacy.
Our story begins in the 4th era in the year 201, where we find our hero working on a farm outside Whiterun.
Potatoes, potatoes, got to gather them all. And can't forget the firewood as well. A farmer's work is never done. Another day done. Work is complete. Time to sell this to the farmer.
A fine day to you, friend. May you die with a sword in your hands.
I've collected everything and chopped the wood.
Honest pay for honest work.
As I went to bed that night, I had a weird dream. A dream I will never forget.
We're ready when you are.
In this dream, I was the High King of Skyrim, and I knew exactly what I needed to do. To become the High King of Skyrim, I need to get the support of the Skyrim people, own property in all the 9 halls, become Thane of the 9 halls, have 50,000 septims, and kill the leader of the Stormcloaks. So I headed over to Adrian to hear if I can't help her with anything. Hi Adrian, do you need any help at the forge?
Yes, actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead.
Here's a dagger that you requested.
Not bad, but it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up? Just need a bit of metal and the grindstone over there.
There you go. Dagger is sharpened.
This looks good. You put time into your blades, they'll serve you well when you need them.
Is there anything else that you want me to do for you?
You want to keep helping? I just finished my best piece of work. It's a sword. I made it for the Jarl, Balgruf the Greater. It's a surprise. I don't even know if he'll accept it, but... Listen, could you take the sword to my father, Proventus Avenici? He's the Jarl's steward. He'll know the right time to present it to him.
Not a problem. I'll do that right away. My first quest. With an excitement in my heart and a sword on my back, I head off to Dragon's Reach to deliver the sword. Adrian asked me to deliver the sword to you.
From Adrian? Ah, this must be that weapon for the Jarl. Poor girl. So eager to prove herself. I'll present it to Balgruf when his mood is agreeable. Thank you. Please, take these few coins for services rendered.
Next, I headed over to the court wizard. Are you the only wizard in Whiterun?
I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense.
Not a problem. I'll do it for you.
Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task.
Ulfengar asked me to give you these frost salts.
Ah, splendid, splendid. It's for a special brew I'm working on. A love elixir like none other. Maybe I'll test it on Forengar first. Oh, but I suppose you expect some compensation. Here. These potions should suffice. Fresh-baked loaves. Still...
I hear someone's giving you trouble.
That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh!
You want me to sort him out for you?
If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though.
Listen, you need to leave Carlotta alone.
Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet.
It's not a request. Do it or you will get hurt.
Maybe you're right. I guess I just didn't want anyone to think I couldn't handle one lass. On my honor, I won't bother Carlotta ever again.
Mikhail will never bother you again, I promise.
Really? You convinced that lute player to stop chasing me? I'd thank the gods, but I'll settle for thanking you. Here's some coin for your help.
A few seconds for my supper is all I have.
I hear you actually want to become a merchant.
Before my ma and Da passed, I told them that one day, I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madran. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done.
If I find any, I'll bring them straight to you, I promise.
You'd do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future?
That sounds perfect. You've got yourself a deal. What's the matter? Why are you begging?
It's what Brennan said I should do. He's the only one that's been nice to me since Mama. Since she died. My aunt and uncle took over our farm and threw me out. Said I wasn't good for anything. I wound up here, but I don't know what to do. I miss her so much.
Look, I know it's not much, but here's a few coins. I hope it helps.
Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart.
If you need anything, just let me know. I'll be around, okay? With enough money in my pocket, I decided to get myself a set of armor and some weapons, so I can get out there and start helping people. That night, as I was walking to Riverwood, my heart and my mind couldn't stop thinking about Lucia sitting there. I needed to make this work. I need to get this done. Nightfall was upon me, and I needed to get some rest as well. So I headed to the inn. Next morning, I woke up determined. Got in some swings with the sword and practiced my bow and arrow when I overheard someone say,
If only Camilla shared my affections, or even knew about them.
"What's wrong? Why don't you tell her how I feel? Is there somebody else?"
He's a bard, so he says. Occasionally, he finds time to do his job here at the mill. Thinks his ballads and sonnets are going to convince Camilla Valerius to marry him. As if she would say yes. An intelligent, beautiful woman like her wouldn't fall for that nonsense. I hope.
You hope? You don't sound very confident, do you?
I've been thinking. Maybe Camilla needs a little help seeing Sven for what he is. Could you give her this letter and say it's from Sven? I think I've matched that Nord's lack of cleverness perfectly.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that. Yeah, well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Feel free to shop.
What happened?
Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in, but we still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw.
Well, I can help you get it back if you want to.
You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back.
Another poem, I bet. He does know how to make a girl blush. What's this? If that oaf thinks all I'm going to do is stay in that filthy house of his and clean, You can tell Sven that he already has a mother. I'm not speaking to him anymore.
I delivered your letter. I don't think Sven will be seeing her anytime soon.
I appreciate your help. Please, take this. Some gold I've saved up from working at the mill.
We have to go through town and across the bridge to get to Bleak Falls Barrow. You can see it from here, though. The mountain just over the buildings.
I've got some fresh cabbage. I'm thinking of making some apple cabbage stew.
Those thieves must be mad hiding out there. Those old crypts are filled with nothing but traps, trolls, and who knows what else.
As Camilla showed us the way to Bleak Falls Barrow, I could not stop wondering what dangers lie ahead. This was the start of our big adventure.
I wonder why they only stole Lucan's golden claw. I mean, we have plenty of things in the shop that are worth just as much coin. Lucan found the claw about a year after he opened the store. He never quite explained where he got it. He's a tricky one. This is the bridge out of town. The path up the mountain to the northwest leads to Bleak Falls Barrow. I guess I should get back to my brother. He'll throw a fit if I take too long. Such a child.
Someone north! These Fomor would be ashamed of you!
This will all be over soon.
Get it away from me! Get it away!
That's how it's done.
You! Over here! It's coming loose. I can feel it. You fool. Why should I share the treasure with anyone?
Over here!
I'll see you burn. Come on!
Enough of this! Over here! I'll kill you! I'll see you pieces! Is someone there?
After our big fight, I found some inscriptions on a wall. Now from reading books I knew this was dragon language. Interesting to see though. Wonder what it means. As we head into Riverwood, I was stopped by a courier. Someone gave me a letter talking about some necromancy happening. We should definitely go check this out.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see. That's it. Got to go.
It was late night, so Fendan and I decided to get some rest. We'll take the claw back to Lucan in the morning.
You found it! There it is! Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing, huh? I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
During our adventures, it came out that we actually good at it. We got a letter stating that there is a bandit chief in Halter Stream camp that we need to take out. So Fainal and I head out to see what's going on there.
There you are. I'm on your side. Die. You've taken your last breath. Son of the arcade.
I'll show you a real fight. Not like I'll shatter your bones like glass. I'll show you a real. It's nothing. Someone's gonna get hurt. You. I cannot best you.
As we gathered all the loot, I discovered tusks on a shelf and remembered that your soldier needed them. Found the tusk that you were looking for?
Thank you. This should turn that old cat's gaze. Maybe I'll be able to become a caravaneer myself one day. As promised, let me show you a thing or two about bargaining. Don't want some shifty merchant giving you a raw trade.
Not a problem. For you, anytime. After giving your soldier her mammoth tusk, Pendle and I decided, you know what? At the end of the day, let's get something to eat and something to drink and get to bed. After our first adventure, we ended up helping 7 people. We do not own any property. We are not Thane of any hold. We do have 2,838 septums. and we have not yet killed the leader of the Stormcloaks. If you watched up to this point, I want to thank you so much. It has taken me days to complete this video. So if you like it, hit that like button, the subscribe button. Let me know what you think about it. I mean, this is my first ever project, and obviously my voiceovers are not the best. But anyways, thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Cheers.